This is the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. So let's take a look at some Corvettes. Things are still in the setup progress stage, and there's cars everywhere. Some are parked in their show spots, and a lot are waiting to be directed as to where they're going to be. It's a huge facility, and there's a lot of movement of vehicles, and it takes a lot of strategy to move cars to the outside to then fill in the middle and then bring those outside cars back to where they're supposed to be. So we'll start off with this 1990 car, and we're just going to take a walk, and we're going to see different generations, different colors, all kinds of good things. There's a Grand Sport over here. There's two generations of red car right there. Obviously an orange one, a deep red one. That's a Grand Sport. There's a 67. Yep. 67, and then we'll wander over here for a third gen car. Here's a second generation car, and then another third gen, and another second gen, and another C2, and another C2, and another C2. A lot of blue cars right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How are you? I'm doing well.
Side pipe 67. As we mentioned before, 67 is the only year with that number of gills in the side. There's 5 of them there. The way I count them is 5. This looks like it might be an original paint car. There's a lot of Survivor cars that show here. And actually, it's a 427 tri-power 435 horse car. There's another 427 car with side pipes. And that black one with the white stinger, that's another 427 car. Here's another blue C2. And another red one. I got to get out of the way because people are trying to get in. You can hear cars running in the background. There's a 63 convertible over there. There's a C1 car. It's going to be parked somewhere else. There's another 67. You don't see a lot in this color. It's another 427 car. Probably going to be a large gathering of 427 cars here. Got a race car with open exhaust coming in the background. Like a 69 Camaro. We'll take a quick peek in the barn find section. A couple Oldsmobiles. Oh, there's a cool AAR. Typical 1970s paint on the C-pillar. 70 Chevelle SS. Let's take a peek. Curious if this car is a 4-speed. It sure is. This is a, if you want to call it a 69 and a half. It's an A12 car, so it's a 440 tri-power car. 69 Super B. Late year introduction, that's why they call them 69 and a half with the tri-power. It looks like a project that was never finished. Over there, there's an Olds Cutlass. like that maybe that one got into an accident, had the engine raped out of it. For 65 Chevelle, sitting in the barn, quarters rotted away, flat tire and all. But maybe it's ready for this big block to be dropped in it after a bunch of work. There's a Ford Ranchero with a 390, old school paint. Hey, a Hawaiian Punch funny car. Roland Leong had that team in the Top Fuel funny cars. Long career, successful career as well. I don't know if that's somebody's daily driver or if they pulled it out of a barn. Old dusty Starliner. 68 Camaro. This Corvette was Bloomington Gold certified. And just a sea of cars everywhere. Lots of cars still to be loaded into the building, put into their space. They'll be working late into the evening to get all that done, to be ready for the general public tomorrow. Vendors still need to set up. This entire area over here is going to be all show cars. A lot of local cars will end up over here. But right now they're using it as a loading zone. You come in that big door over there with your rig, get the car in, get the rig in, get the car out of the trailer, get the trailer back out of the building so other people can get back in. There's a Ford Cobra Jet race car, never made for street use. Speaking of race cars, there's a Super Duty Pontiac in its original livery. This is NHRA 1962 U.S. Class Champion. So this area will end up to be all show cars. There's a few already there. And then this next area way down there is for vendors selling things such as Hot Wheels, model cars, all car related products. You're not gonna find anybody selling a foot massager or leather jackets or jewelry here. Everything is gonna be car related. Here's all your literature. This is a big display. Obviously just walked by a big T-shirt section. That should be quite popular this weekend. In this area, although it looks pretty empty right now, this will also fill in with cars. They got to get them all down that far end first, because if you filled up this area, you're never going to have the room to get down the other end. And this is always a good room. Generally an invitational room. This might be a 1971 invitational. I have a 383 Cuda convertible. I have a Ram Air Mustang. It's a Boss 351 car. These cars are cool. Actually had a faster 0 to 60 time than a Boss 429 car. Black Super B. Hemi GTX on the side of that. The owner of this black car says Phil Jackson, but I doubt it's the basketball coach. Another red Corvette. Ford Torino. Oh, here's that Ram Air 5 Trans Am that we saw over on the other side yesterday. And as we mentioned, we are aware that Ram Air 5 cars never went down the assembly line with the intention of being sold to the general public. There is Ram Air 5 engine parts floating around out and about. I wonder what the significance of that license plate is. It's a 396 car, but it says no 325 horse, so maybe it's got a few more horsepower. 69 Camaro Z28 with a special inducted hood. All the 69 Z28s were 4-speed cars. There's a couple of, wow, these cars look like twins. And they just might be identical. Have to look into that. Well, I noticed the bumper guards are different between them. It'd be interesting to see what the deal is with these two. There's a 427 car. There's a GTO with a blower back there. Mustang.
I've been buying stuff out of a woman's basement by us.
Roof's a little short on this one.
He's a big collector of everything.
It's actually a convertible with a hardtop on it. Find some really cool stuff here at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. Another 69 Camaro in SS. Looks like it's triple black. Nope, it's got a white interior. Not the easiest thing walking around holding the camera, trying to look at cars, not bump into people, notice all the surroundings, pick out cars. I invite you all to try it. It's fun, but not the easiest thing in the world. Oldsmobile 442 W30 car, convertible, big money car. W30 cars had red inner fender wells. Trying to walk and talk at the same time is sometimes difficult. This looks like a really nice car from behind the camera over here. Here's that GTX we saw on the way through this room. Nice air grabber hood. Okay, back to work. We'll be back with more later.